Hey, my friends. Welcome to Craft Your Life, week 5. Wow, I can't believe that we've been doing this for a whole 5 weeks. Pretty exciting stuff for me. I hope it's exciting stuff for you, too. Hang on a second. I have lost, of course, in true Ginger Cat fashion, I have lost my notes for today, so let me attempt to find them very quickly here. I know I ended my other live a few minutes early so I could get my act together, and I forgot that part of the act. Oh, Pamela. I know I had them because I remember grabbing them off the printer. Found them. Just stop looking. Okay. I can't move forward without my notes. All right, before we get any further, let me say hi to my wonderful friends out here. Hey, Tammy. Welcome. No way you'll be late for this one. No, I'm here. I missed. I don't get the I'm here. Hey, Christina. Hey, Saul. Welcome. Let's see. Who else is here? Hey, Jenny. Welcome. Hello, Lydia. Welcome. Hey, Jenny. I might have already said hi to you. I don't know. Hello, Anna Marit. Hello, Wendy. Hello, Craft by J, Mr. J. Hey, Jill. Hey, Sandy. Hey, Julia. Hello, Michelle Sparkle Pants. Hello, Brenda A. All right. So, welcome to week 5, our final week of January. Moving on to February tomorrow. So, over the past month, we've done a lot. We've explored, we've noticed, we've responded, we've tested. Sorry, did not mean to do that to you, Tammy. Hey, Heidi, welcome. So we've expressed our words and we've shown awareness to our word and we've responded to our word, or our focal point, I should say. I'm sorry, I keep changing that. We've tested our focal point. That's what we did last week. This week is about naming what you're Weddy. Elmer Fudd possessed my body there for a second. Sorry about that. This week, naming is what... Backed up the train. This week is about naming what we're ready to walk forward with. Very honestly and very gently. Okay? So each of our weeks has had a different job. And this week isn't about starting something new. It's about acknowledging what we've already done and what's already taken shape. Because we have done a lot of work in the past month. Okay? Now, I know I've said this before, but I want to state it again, and I'm going to do this at the beginning of every time, almost. Important reassurance here. This is not a forever decision, all right? Naming your focal point today does not mean that it's locked in forever. You can change it if you need to, okay? In fact, we'll talk about that in a little bit. It just means that you're choosing something that's honest enough to you to guide you from here to the end of this year. Okay? For now. We're choosing it for now. So, what you've already done. We've already answered a whole lot of important questions. Last week, you didn't just think about your focal point, you lived with it. And you asked some real questions about it. Even if you didn't write those answers down, you asked some real questions. You noticed what that focal point requires of you. What is it asking you to do? You also noticed, how is it supporting you in what you're trying to do? Is it just telling you that you need to give it something, or is it also providing you some support? And you also noticed how it shows up or how it doesn't show up in those ordinary moments. Okay. Oh, good, Brenda. We've balked, we've ignored, we've rejected, but made peace and found a focal point that fits. Awesome, Brenda. I love it. That's funny. So that information, the stuff that we've done already, and especially what you did last week, that matters, okay? That really matters today. Because before we move into choosing anything, I want to take a minute to remember what you noticed last week, okay? So I want you to kind of look back at, or think back. If you wrote stuff down, that's fantastic. If you didn't, just kind of look back and think back about your week. And because you spent some time living with your focal point, not thinking about it, but actually letting it guide you. What did you notice? Without writing anything down, you don't have to write anything down. Just check in with it. Check it back in with those questions. What did it require of you this week? How did it support you this week? How did it show up in ordinary moments throughout the week? I know for me, there was several times that I caught myself saying, oh, I'm exploring this right now, or I'm exploring that right now. And I even said it in my lives a couple times. So, and it didn't feel like it was a problem or a burden. It felt like, yeah, this is something I can do. This is a word I can live with this year, a focal point I can live with this year. Okay. So, what I want you to think about right now. First, what did this focal point require from you? Did it ask for effort? So I want you to think about this last week. Did it ask for effort? Did it ask for attention? Did it ask for slowing down or consistency? Just notice kind of what came up, okay? What did it support, though? As you're thinking about that, also think about, what did it support? Did it steady you? Did it give you permission to do something that maybe you wouldn't have done without bringing that focal point into your life? Did it make the decisions that you were making clearer for you? Again, we're not judging. We're just noticing, okay? How did that focal point help you? And then in your daily life, how did it show up in your ordinary moments, on your regular days? On your not best days, did it show up? Did it feel like it fit there? Did it feel like something you could live with? Or was it oh my gosh, this is too much for me today? Did it feel natural to return to it? Or did it just kind of like fade into the background? So those moments, the ones that stood out during the week, are your real information as to whether this is the correct focal point for you this week, for this year. That's what you're listening to today, okay? You're listening to how these things showed up during your week. And I'm not asking you to remember everything throughout the week. Just what held up, what stuck, what stood out. Like Brenda said, she made peace. So she lived with it and realized, okay, yeah, I can do this. This will work for me. So the core question isn't about guessing. It's about listening to what you have already learned over the last couple weeks. Okay. And it doesn't come from thinking harder about the focal point. It comes from what you noticed held up for you last week and the week before. And if you've already chosen your word or your focal point earlier than that, from what you've been living with. Okay. And this week centers on one question, not what sounds best, think you should choose, but what feels honest enough to move forward with. what am I willing to move forward with, and being honest about it. Okay. Are you really willing to, is this, and when I talk about being honest with it, it's about, being honest. Am I picking this word because it sounds like a good word that everybody's going to think is really cool? Or are you picking this word because it's a word that you really feel that you can live with and that you can make some growth at some point and in some way throughout your life this year? Okay. So there's two paths you can go down this week. Neither one's better than the other, and both are ways of trusting yourself and knowing what you need, because that's what this is about. Okay. The first path, path A, if you're ready, path A is about naming your focal point. So today is when we want to name that focal point. Okay. And we're trying, if you feel comfortable with it, yes. Okay. So remember, your focal point is the word or the phrase that you are picking for this year, that you've tested, you've lived with it, you feel like it supports you. It's not just requiring something of you, but it's also supporting you in what you want to accomplish. And it could be, if it's too much to think of it for a focal point that you're choosing for this year, think about it as it's a focal point that you're choosing for this season. Okay. It might fit this season, and you might get to a point in the year where you're like, okay, kind of feel like I've done everything here that I could do with it. So maybe it's time to adjust it or choose a new one. My word is simply, and I felt lethargic, so I read a book and I found everything else could wait, and I was okay with it. And I still got my other stuff done, and I read the whole book. It's been a long time. Oh, Michelle, that's fantastic. See? Living your life simply. Giving yourself permission to be simple and not have to overdo things. Okay. So that was path A. Path B. If you're not quite ready to name your exact focal point, that's okay. Nobody's judging you. Nobody's shaming you. Path B, however, is naming something, and what you're naming is an intention to continue. Okay? An intention to, maybe that intention is staying open or continuing to explore or still becoming. Because I don't want you to feel like, oh, I haven't figured out my focal point yet, so I'm not going to fit here, so I'm just going to leave. Because I don't want you to do that. It may take you a little bit longer to figure out what you want to live with for this year. Okay? It's not avoidance. It's being honest with yourself and realizing that it's an honest focal point for you and the process itself. Okay? So whichever path you choose, I want you to let that be what informs you. Okay? Let it be informed by how your focal point is actually behaving, or how it behaved, not is behaving, but how it behaved when you lived with it last week and the week before. Okay? Not how you hoped it would behave, but how it did behave. Hey, glitter girl. Okay, so remember, both paths are valid. Both paths are moving you forward. So choosing a focal point and choosing to continue exploring are both acts of self-trust. You know yourself, and you know whether that focal point that you had originally thought might work, and if it's not working, then you're giving yourself a little bit more time to explore and figure it out. Okay? Neither one puts you behind, but both of them give you something that you can work from as we move into February. Okay, so it's either your original focal point or a new focal point that is an intention to continue to move forward with this and with figuring out what you can live with for this year to improve yourself this year. All right. So we're going to do our life challenge now. And as we do our life challenge, I want you to think about that focal point. Because our next activity after the life challenge is going to be something we do in our book, in our journal. And that is going to be where we actually name our focal point. So the tag that we make can be like, it could be like you could put a pocket on that on that page, and it just kind of tucks in there where you kind of talk about your focal point or whatever. Okay. So for now, we're making a tag. That's our form using magazine paper. Why can I not remember what the I stands for? I keep doing this. Anyway, staple is what you're going to use to the action part of it, which I can't. Yeah, I need to write the life thing down again for me. What was coming up under different names, meaning the same thing, felt like it was stalling me. It has followed me for several years and feels like a hindrance. Someone said something this week, not said to me, overheard, and a light went off, and I said it out loud. That's it. By the way, when you blurt out things when no one's talking to you, you may get odd looks. Yes, Brenda, you do. You do. All right. So we're going to make a tag. We're going to staple something. We're going to use magazine paper, and we're going to make border marks. Okay? And while you're doing that, I want you to think about your focal point. I want you to think about naming that focal point in a little bit, and kind of design your tag around that, but not naming your focal point on your tag. Okay, we're not doing that part yet. All right, I'm gonna move my journal. I don't have magazines, but I have catalogs, seed catalogs, that to me are pretty much like a magazine, right? I mean, it's a magazine page, right? So I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab, what did I do with those Mambo size tags that I got from Jay? I have some really big, there they are. I have some really big tags from Jay. Look how big that tag is. And I think, where are we at in the journal? Ooh. Maybe Mambo tag's not a good idea. Oh, I could do that. Or I could do that. We can make it work wherever. Don't worry about it, Pam. Make the tag. Make the tag. Thank you, Jill. Interaction. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. There we go. L is for layers. We're going to use magazine as part of our layers. Interaction is how we're interacting with it. That's our staple. F is for the form tag, and E is for the ephemera border marks. Okay. And I know border mark isn't ephemera, but ephemera sounded better than embellish. So yeah. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm going to find something that appeals to me in this magazine catalog, whatever you want to call it. I really like this one because it has like, oh, you can't see that one. Some of the pages have, or some of the photos actually have like butterflies and dragonflies and stuff in them, and it's really cool. Jumbo tag. All right, that's that's funny. We have Glitter Michelle and we have Sparkle Pants Michelle. That's too funny. And then Curiously Michelle, who loves sparkly stuff. This catalog, by the way, this seed catalog is from Prairie Nursery. So yeah, if you want to check them out, you can go to their website and ask them for a catalog. They'll send it to you for free. Takes a while. Takes a long while. A really long while. Oop, there we go. That's what I want. It's got a butterfly and it's got pink flowers. Jelly Shelly was heading back to bed to get warm. Right, Sparkle Pants. I know, right? I used to have tons of magazines. I had tons of scrapbook magazines. And now the only magazines in my house are Cigar Aficionado. That's not my style at all. Please excuse the paint on my desk. That's left over from my last live. That was just before this one. I love using Nursery Catalog. I bought some plants and they keep sending me pictures of flowers. It's great. I know, right? It's fantastic. Okay, sticker. Magazine paper, tag. And I'm going to attempt this cluster thing again that I did earlier. Not the same cluster, but I'm trying to get more clusters in my life, y'all. Let's put some texture in here. I think if I had magazines, what I'd probably end up doing is going through and looking at pictures and thinking, okay, is this something that I would use? If it is, then tear it out and put it in a pile. And if it's something I won't use, then move on. And then that way I could have just magazine pages instead of a bunch of magazines. You know what I mean? And then I could toss the magazines. But I don't have that. So, which I probably should do to my husband's magazines. Because I did see things in there like the one time I did use one. I think that's where I got jewelry out of or something like that because we needed like jewelry, and I didn't have like broken jewelry or something like that to include. So, okay, so we've got that. I don't know why my light wants to be so bright today. There we go. That's better. That's funny, Sparkle Pants. That's funny. Okay. I am feeling like this is too much. Too much. So, here we go. All right, where's my water? I should have shook this up before I sprayed the water. Because now the water is just soaking in instead of sitting on top and moving. Dang it. Okay, spritz some more water. Spritz some color. Fast. And move it around. I love this stuff because it's got mica spray or mica in it, so it gives it just that little subtle sparkle. Because even though I'm not a Michelle, I still like sparkle. Thank you, Sparkle Pants, and go for it, girl, go for it. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to soak up some of this on the back. Decorate the back of it up a little bit. So as I'm spraying this, or not spraying it, but drying it, I'm looking at the tag. And right there it says, think about Pam. Well, it says he tried not to think about Pam, but I saw think about Pam. At first I saw think about it, Pam, but I guess I could put a little thing in that says it, right? A little carrot thingy there. I had a wipey. Where'd it go? Uh-oh. There was also black paint on that wipey. Okay. Yeah, I was going to. I was going to use my black pen and go around it. Unfortunately, I think that like if I read the whole sentence, he tried not to think about Pam, but the shoe by the side of the road kept returning in a clear, sharp. So I think he might have, because the name of this book is Murder on My Street. So I think maybe he murdered Pam. But anyway. He knew where Pam was. So yeah, I think he murdered Pam. Hey Anne, welcome. All right. So think about it, Pam. Okay, there we go. I like that better than just the plain background. Which way this? I don't know which way this was growing. It was growing that way. Okay. Clusters and me don't get along, y'all. We need some thread that I think I put away again. Did I? I need to leave some thread on my table. Thank you, Sparkle Pants. All right, the white and black thread are staying on the table. And I think we need some lace too, just a little piece of lace. There we go. Perfect. That was my husband, sorry. Alrighty then. That wasn't so hard now, was it, Pam? I can't find the end of this thread. Didn't I have this problem recently already? Was it with the same one? Oh, it's not stuck on up underneath there. It's the book that my book page is made from. He tried not to think about Pam, but the shoe by the side of the road kept returning in a clear, sharp. And then it's talking about an inspector knowing where Pam was. So I think Pam was murdered.
And your inspector husband knows where she's at.
And my inspector husband knows where she's at. My husband's not an inspector, by the way. But
I am an inspector. What are you talking about?
Glitter, no, you cannot. Because that's not what we're here for. And we can't even do it on my other channel. I accidentally mentioned something yesterday and got some people like started. And I'm like, no, we're not doing that. This is a happy place.
What you talking about, Willis?
Okay, so I guess if I want to use this, I'm just going to have to snip it in a spot and watch everything come unraveled, right? I want just one little string. There we go. I know you do, girl. Where's the other part? Okay. Well, that didn't come apart too bad. My whole world didn't unravel. Come on. No? Why won't it go into its little thing? It's supposed to go in there. There you go.
That's what she said.
Oh my God. Where's Denise? Denise, are you here? Oh no, she's at work. I was looking for Denise because husband just pulled a that's what she said, and that's a Denise thing. Hey, I'm kind of happy with that. Okay, so I'm going to staple. Oh, come on. Staple. And because this is corrugated, I'm going to use my... You okay over there? You getting sick? Hey, Ghosty, welcome. Oh, no, Anne, it wasn't your fault. Not at all. I started it. Come on. Thick and chunky glue for thick and chunky stuff. Don't break. Okay, so you're going straight-ish. There we go. Straight-ish. All right, get our string back on here. Compost string. I have buried my good glue. There it is. No, that's not true, Heidi. Not true. I just didn't want us to start a political thing, and that's why I stopped. It wasn't because I didn't like what you said. I should have never said what I said in the first place because I started a political conversation that I shouldn't have started. So, and that's why I stopped it once I realized it. Nobody's fault. I'm not placing blame on anybody but myself because I was the one that started it. So we're good. Everybody's good. Okay. My string didn't show up the way I wanted it to. It was better before I picked it up and glued everything down. Why does that always happen? Why does it look all pretty beforehand and then changes its ways later? Why does that sound like a relationship? Okay, so my tag's done. There's my tag. No, it's not done. It needs to have Murder on My Street hidden because that doesn't need to be in my journal. Where is my punch? I love this punch. There we go. How come you're not working on your journal while you watch this, girl? Okay, what do I want up there? My husband is very supportive of what I'm doing. and has told me several times that he's proud of me and what I've accomplished and created. That's why him's a keeper. Why are you giggling over there? Huh? Why you
Behave
giggle?
yourself. You're not going to be a keeper anymore.
Huh?
Huh?
I wasn't saying I was a keeper. I was saying you're a keeper. Nope. Nope. And everybody knows I am a keeper, so that goes without saying. Ooh, I like that. Let's put that on there. I don't know what it is, but it's fun. What are you making a digital kit for? It's due tomorrow? Are you creating for somebody or something? Okay. This looks like it might have been like a piece of a scarf or something. Oh, cool. Very cool, Michelle. I love it. I can't wait to see. Okay, I just tore my tag. That's not going to work. So let's do it this way. There. It's a big floppy bow. It's a floppy woppy bow. Okay, so there's my tag. Alrighty. I know you may not be finished, but you will have time to finish this on your own time, hopefully. But I want us to move on to the next part because that's the part that is going to help us move forward with the rest of the or with February starting tomorrow. Okay, so today what we're going to do in our journal is we're going to make what I'm calling our anchor, okay, which is where we're going to put our focal point. Heidi finished? Heidi works fast too. Well, your page we're going to do now, Jenny, so no worry. So we're going to make our anchor. So we're basically what we're doing, we're creating something that we can return back to keep our word in mind, okay? And I was going to do it back here, but I think what I want to do is create it on the back of this page. Hang on, let me swap me. There we go. Okay, so I've got my journal sitting here, and when I open it, I have my cover page here, and then I have the back of it, and I think I'm going to use this as my page that I create my anchor for. because I want to see it when I open my journal. Every time I open my journal, I turn the page and it's there, and then I kind of flip through to get to wherever my other stuff is. So I want this to be my anchor page. All right. So it doesn't have to be in order. This can go on it. It doesn't have to. I think mine's going to go back here. Wrapped in this page somehow. There's some sort of a tuck that fits in there. So we're going to work on our anchor page. Okay. Your anchor page, or your anchor, it could be a page. I'm going to use it as a page. If you want to do a small page, you could do half a page. It could be a focal card, whatever you want. But I want to do mine as a page because I think it deserves big. It deserves big. It just needs to be something that you can come back to when you need grounding or you need direction. Okay. It doesn't need to be finished today. It doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, this is for you. You make it so it looks best for you and what you want. Okay. As you're making it, hang on, let me switch sides again here. As you're working on this, I want you to notice how it feels to name your focal point. Does it feel honest? Does it feel supportive? And all of that is based on what you noticed living with it last week. Okay. You don't need to explain your answer. You just need to notice. You don't have to write anything down about that answer. You just need to notice. Okay. And if you remember, if you're unsure of that focal point right now, that's okay. You can let your answers come from the require/support. What does it require? What does it support? Balance that you noticed. But remember, there's no pressure to decide. If you aren't quite there yet, that's okay. Okay, that's okay. So what I'm going to do, and something that I want to bring up right now too, as I was living with my word, and I noticed even when I was talking about this last week, when we were talking about the that third question about how does it live in my life every day, I noticed that my word, explore my life, fits in my life every day. But knowing me as a person and how I am, I'm exploring, but it's not making me choose. It's just exploring. And I don't want that to become a permission to not choose. I just remembered I wanted to do something to this tag because I didn't do my border marks. I need something to keep me accountable at the same time. So what I'm going to be doing, my focal point is still going to remain explore my life, but I'm also going to be adding a sub intention or a sub focal point so that I don't use exploration as an excuse to never decide because I can do that. So for me, it's going to be explore my life and that sub intention that I'm still kind of going through in my head right now. But by the time I finish this page, I'll have that figured out. Okay. So just basically, it's going to remind me that curiosity is the beginning, but it's not the end. It's okay to explore. It's okay to be curious. But at some point, I need to decide. Right. Okay, so I'm going to use some alphabet stamps that I have. And I think I put them back, so hold on a second. Let me get to them. You. I like these Timmy stamps. I like me some Timmy, I cannot lie. At least his stamps. Funny story. When oh, no worry, Steph, no worries. Whatever you want to do, Jenny, whatever you want to do, however you want to make your page look, Heidi, you'll keep me accountable. I know you will, girl. I know you will. Hey, Ellen, welcome. Anything that you want to do to just decorate the page for yourself. I'm going to stamp my word on it, or my focal point on it. I might, you know what? I think I might actually stamp it on a separate piece of paper and cut it out and maybe do some stamping, or you could do a collage. I mean, we started with a collage, right? We started with our word collage. You could totally do some sort of a collage here to make it stand out. You could do some texture paste or some color or spritzing a bunch of different colors, whatever you want. Hey, Estrada, to make it stand out to you. Something you want to make it, Jenny, something that is always, when you open your book and you look at it, it makes you feel good. It makes you happy. It reminds you of what it is that you're trying to do this year. Does that make sense? And I'm kind of liking your idea of a collage. So I think I'm going to neutral collage mine, because I'm a neutral collage-y kind of girl. I don't like a lot of bright colors in my collages. Although I did one the other day that had a lot of bright colors in it and it actually looked good, but I'm afraid to do that in here. I'm afraid to do it in here. Sorry, I'm looking for something on my computer. Hey, Debbie, welcome. I can hear her purring all the way over here. Where is she?
I know, right? She's freaking loud. She's right here.
I can hear her all the way over here. That's crazy.
He's not that loud. She is.
Yeah, no, I know. He was when he was a baby. Maybe it's time to break that fear, afraid to step out of your comfort zone. All right, why do I say these things to you guys? And then you make me feel like, I know. Dang it. All right, so a little color. I'll step out of my comfort zone and my fear a little bit. A little bit. Not a lot of it, but a little bit. So there will be some neutrals, but there will be some color. I'll put some pink stuff in there. Here and there. Not everywhere. Gotta stop talking my fears out loud, because then you guys make me face them. Not nice. It is nice, but lead by example. Estrada, shush. Shush. And Di, this one's for you. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking too. Do it, Pam, do it. Do it, Pam, do it. So, normally I would end this at 6:30. Die. Normally I would end it at 6:30, and let me actually just kind of quickly go through as you guys are working on this, because I want to stay and work on this, and you can stay as long as you want afterwards. But I want to also go through the closing stuff, just so that if you need to leave, you can leave without missing anything. So, yeah, Brenda, don't go pushing your luck on that one.
Don't buy any.
Oh no, Di. That's ridiculous. Okay, so I'm just going to go through the ending part. I'm not going to end yet. I'm going to stay here and work on this. But like I said, I don't want to keep you here if you need to take off. So, at 6:30 or whatever. All right. So, I want to say this out loud because it does matter. You are allowed to refine this later. Okay. I just shared with you how I'm refining mine, because it's not, it's giving me permission, but it's also, and it's supporting me, but it's also leaving things way too open for me. I'm not ending it. Glitter, calm down, girl. You're allowed to shift if you need to. You're allowed to grow. Yes, and I will get off the words as soon as I do this part, and then you can see me. Nothing you choose to take today traps you. All right? You can adjust it as you need to. You are not stuck. This is not a rule that you have to stay right there. Okay? So as we move into February, everything that we do will build around what you are naming today. Okay? Whether that's a focal point or an intention to find that focal point. All right? But now you have a place to return to, and this is that place to return to. So part of the closing, for the closing message, trust what you've learned. Okay, you didn't rush into this. We've taken 5 weeks to do this, guys. You've listened, you've tested, you paid attention to your focal point. Trust what you've learned about yourself and what you know you can live with. Okay. No matter which path you choose today, whether that's path A or path B, I'm not Casey, okay? You're not late. You're not behind. you're ready for what comes next, whether that's naming your focal point today or naming your intention that you're going to choose your focal point later. Okay? All right. Getting off the words. Very cool, Brenda G. Very cool. Embrace the rainbow. I put color in my stuff. I'm not like Casey. But for some reason, when it comes to collages, I struggle with that. I don't know why. But we're going to try. We're going to try. Get off my back. Get off my back. No.
Huh?
Yes, I am. Oh, you know what I do have too that has some color in it that I can tear up? I forgot. I've got these gel prints from Lori that I can include as well. Oh my gosh, you guys, you would not believe the state of this desk. Woo-wee. Okay, in fact, I'm going to take these out and use these. Because I know this has some of the colors that are over in here. Like there's some purples over there. And we've got some purples there. There's some purpley pinks in there. Some oranges and pinks. There's some green. No, that's not the right color green. There's just a tidge of green. Right, Di? That's what it sounded like to me too. I'm like, that's a little too much for me. Oh, there's some yellow. Ooh, and that goes good with that. Okay, I think we're good with color now. Don't want to overdo it. Don't want to overdo it. So I'm going to do this challenge better than Casey did it, Di. Because I know Casey ended up grunching it up. Good for you, Sparkle Pants. So when we're at restaurants, if the restaurant has like if it serves your food like in a basket or whatever, and they've got like a deli paper kind of thing behind it that's decorative, I always ask them if I can have one, if they'll bring me one. And especially there's in Manly, a restaurant that we always go to in Manly, Di. I do that all the time. All the time. Can I have a piece of that paper? And at one of the restaurants in Forest, what was it called, babe? Where they lived? Forest
Glen.
Forest Glen? Was that? No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There was a restaurant there that I would ask for it too when we went there. All right, we're going with color right away. To bring me a piece of their, a clean piece of their paper that they wrap their food in, or not wrap the food in, but place on the page. Okay, put something under that. What did I do with that piece I was using earlier? That's a good question, Pam. Right, Kitty Jen? Yeah, but we're at the point, Kitty Jen, that I don't have any room on my desk. He probably gets that all the time, though, Michelle. That's probably not the first time. He probably is like, yeah, these women and their paper. These women in their paper, I swear. Oh, sorry, did not mean to do that. My computer, I moved something and my keyboard did it. Bo told her it was an illness. Way to be supportive there, Bo. Way to be supportive. That's pretty funny. You know, I'm just kind of going back to when I think it was Sparkle Pants that said that she liked that my hubs is supportive of me doing this. And one thing that he said to me one time after I'd started this that's really stuck with me is that it makes him happy that I'm so happy because I'm laughing and having fun, and that's important to him. So, like I said, him's a keeper. Is that it? Is that just up the street? Hey,
Huh?
is that at Stones?
Huh?
Is that at Stones? It looks like Stones.
Could be. I know that they film a lot up at Grand Sierra with Phil Hellmuth. Build it's his home casino.
Oh. Look at that. There's color. Color. He did say something to that effect. That's pretty funny. Mm-mm. There we go. Oh, stay there. Stop moving. Ah! Rosemary, Rosemary, Rosemary. Thank you, Sandy. I'm trying. The challenge was put out there. I'm trying. I'm exploring. There's that word. Hang on. My paintbrush keeps falling apart. He did, yes. But he's passed, and nothing like this one. Nothing like this one. Are you out of here, Miss Jenny? I need to glue my paintbrush back together. Sorry.
Thunder Valley. This is that Thunder Valley.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It looks like
Was it Stones?
stones, yeah.
Thunder Valley.
Huh. Still local.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Hey.
Select.
Yeah.
Is that good enough?
No. Still too loud. Where's your headphones? Okay. I need to anchor this paper down because it's bugging me. We'll see you in the morning, Jenny. There we go. was not the side I wanted. There we go. Okay, did you stay in there? You did not. Oh, you did, kind of. Okay. I need to dry this a little bit because it's me and my sis are taking another sis to the airport, and I have to wake up at 6:30. All right, Steph. Thanks for stopping by. Who y'all calling mama? Oh, who's your mama? Gotcha. Okay, Debbie. Okay. I was thinking maybe I'd missed my mom stepping in. Didn't want to get in trouble. Nope. You are supposed to stay where I put you, not move. Yeah, I figured that out, Sandy, after I asked a dumb question. Had to do the dumb question first, though. Ooh, I did not mean to do that. Is all the snowy stuff done now? Or are you guys like going back to normal weather? Did she fall off? Oh, that's right. You can't hear me. Another one next weekend? Oh, man. Well, hopefully it's a small one and not as much of a hassle. No, let's do the yellow again. Oh, wow. Alexa, does lake effect snow happen in Oregon?
Lake effect snow typically occurs near large bodies of water like the Great Lakes. While Oregon has Crater Lake, it's not large enough to create significant lake effect snow. However, Oregon does experience heavy snowfall in some areas, especially in the Cascade Mountains.
Alexa, can lake effect snow happen by the ocean?
Yes, lake effect snow can happen near oceans too. It's called ocean effect or bay effect snow when cold air moves over warmer ocean water, creating similar conditions.
Does that ever happen along the Oregon coast?
Ocean effect snow can occur along the Oregon coast, but it's rare. When cold air moves over the relatively warmer Pacific Ocean, it can create conditions for brief snowfall events, though these are uncommon due to the ocean's moderating effect on coastal temperatures.
It looks like a quilt. So far, I'm good with it. Oh, Steve's telling y'all right now that next Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is my time, I will be interviewing Casey at Live at the Ginger Cat Ladies Craft Table. So come hang out with us and support Casey. I would hugely appreciate it. My last interview didn't have very many people, and I felt really bad for her. You never know what you're going to get here, Sandy. You know that. There's always something to be learned, right? Always something to be learned. It was. I learned a lot about her that I didn't know. Oh, do you, Tammy? That's cool. Good. I don't know her real well because we're on the same design team, but it's not like we have meetings or get-togethers or anything like that. It's just we all kind of do our own thing, and the only people that I really know from the design team are Sala and Amy Kay. And then Pam, of course. Ooh, there's a fun piece of paper. don't want to make it go that way because everything else is going that way right now. Let's make it go this way. You use items that are created by the designer and make things with it. So like on Mondays, that's my design team Monday. And I do stuff with Pam's paper. My front cover is made out of this is made out of fabric, and I just covered a mailing envelope with fabric. Yeah. To help sell their digitals, help promote their product, help show ways that it can be used. Because sometimes, sometimes people see digitals and, like, especially if it's a digital, like someone dies digitals where you have the big images, sometimes people see those and it's like, oh, I can't use that. I don't know how to do that. But when you have, someone on a design team that uses it and then you see it and you're like, oh, I never thought I could do something like that with it, I keep tearing a stupid white edge and I don't want a stupid white edge. Thank you, Sparkle Pants. I know your name's Michelle, but it's much more fun to call you Sparkle Pants. Just like I know Weenie Woman's name is Adria, but it is way more fun to call her Weenie Woman. Yeah, Glitter Girl, send it to me. Show me photos in my chat, or not chat, in our messenger that we've been talking back and forth in. I would love to see them. See, I guess I can do color if I plan it, and or not plan it, but like if I pull just certain colors and I do it with intention. But to just pull out a box of color and just start throwing color everywhere, I have to have those neutrals in there. I can't do it otherwise. Thank you, Kitty Jan. Yeah, Glitter Girl. Send it to me. Where I in the message that I thanked you earlier for the tea bags. Send it to me there, girly. If you want to just give me pictures and not the file, that's fine. I don't want to, yeah. This is true, Heidi. This is true. You are correct. I hate saying that, but you are correct. Y'all got to remember, I still deal with imposter syndrome over here. It's too straight of a line there. Let's move it over a little bit. There we go. I almost fell over yesterday when that lady showed up in there that had 2 million subbies. I'm like, what? What is she doing in my life? Thank you, Heidi. Someone write that Heidiism down for me. No, I didn't know her. She just showed up in there yesterday. She was uploading a video and I guess was waiting for it to upload or whatever, and saw that I was live and I guess was lurking, and I was talking about how I was like wondering if I needed to change the time and date or the time and day or something of my lives. And she showed up and was like, well, you do you don't worry about what other people and about numbers and stuff like that. We all have to start at 1. And she's like, I'm at 2 million and it took me 15 years. I'm like, whoa, that's impressive. 2 million. I don't know that I ever want that many. I mean, I'd be happy with being at 2,000 next year and just kind of staying there. Just a little bit of growth is fine with me. Okay, what color do we not have much of? We don't have much of the orange. Let's get this version of orange in there, though. Oh, does she? I think I might have watched her in the past. I don't know. I'm not sure. She kept saying we. Does she have a team or something? Hey, Lucretia, welcome. She says, winner, chicken dinner. That's funny. Stacy from Scrapbooking Made Simple. She showed up in my live last night. And it wasn't, I'm not like the numbers weren't. The numbers thing did bug me, but only not because for me, it bugged me for the person I was interviewing. That's what bugged me. I didn't like that there weren't that many people there, you know? So that's why I was thinking, well, do I need to change it so that more people can come or whatever, you know? Oh, do you hang out up in the balcony? Hey Elaine, how you doing, girl? Haven't seen you in a bit. I dropped in yesterday for a very brief period of time, but didn't have a chance to say anything. Because I was working on getting my stuff done and figured out. But I saw you were on, so I figured I'd come give you a little bit of watch time. You guys were all small though, all scrunched up. You're one of my lurkers. Thank you, Lucretia. I appreciate my lurkers. I try to say hi every once in a while to my lurkers. You should come down and say hi real quick before you head up to the balcony sometime so that we can say hi to you. You think your page is done, Heidi? Yay! Mine will be done some year. Time is it? Almost 7? Okay. I just want to make sure that I'm done before Juju comes on. I don't like taking up anybody else's space. Oh, good, Elaine. That's good. It's nice to get all organized, isn't it? I need to watch some organizing videos, you know, people that are organizing their craft rooms and stuff. Because like today, when I was watching Angela, and she was organizing some stuff, and I was like, never thought of organizing that way. Maybe that would work. It's funny because I always say winner, chicken dinner too when I'm like if I win something or somebody wins something, I'm like winner, chicken dinner. My students used to laugh at me all the time. They thought that was hilarious. I know, Glitter Girl. I miss hanging out with you too. You make it every once in a while, though, and I appreciate that. And appreciate that you come here, so it's all good, girl. It's all good. Sam, please stop licking. You're driving me crazy. Mama, don't do the licky lickies. Okay, there's not enough glue under there. Try to get stingy with a thicker piece of paper, and I don't want to do it. A thicker, wonky piece of paper. What is womply? Oh yeah, that's cool. Thank you, Lucretia. I appreciate that input. I truly do. All right, I need some color down here. I started getting carried away. I don't know why I'm liking yellow so much lately, but I am, and it's kind of weird. I don't want it to be that big, though. It's going to take 9 years for this poor page to dry. All right, Heidi, I won't F you up. I was only thinking of changing the Friday interview one. That was it. Nothing else. Just the Friday Craft Your Life. But I don't think I will. Even like as I was talking to Gluebird about it, I'm like that he was saying that he didn't suggest it either. So, and talking to y'all last night and stuff. So, and there people do catch it on the replay, so that's good. I need that orange more. And just like I said, I felt really bad for her because there was hardly anybody there, and it just, I don't know. There's others where there's a ton, but I guess it also depends on whether you know the person and want to come watch it. And there's nothing I can do to control that. I know there's some of you diehards that'll be there for me anyways, no matter what, and I appreciate that. Hey, Patty, welcome. Thank you, Anna Marit. Aw, thank you, Heidi. I'd have to ban you. Ain't doing that, girl. Ain't doing that. No banning of Michelle's. Michelle's are my peeps. I have a Michelle in my life too. My bonus daughter, my oldest bonus daughter that lives in Australia. Not oldest, sorry, second oldest that lives in Australia is also named Michelle. Okay, I need, let's see, I've got plenty of purple. I want to put one more of the pink in there because I like that pink. I think it's pretty. I got plenty of the yellow. I got some more orange in there. Where'd the pink go? There it is. Oh, I just need a little tiny piece. Thank you. I put two colors right next to each other. Ah! You're glad I added an S to it. Oh no, Lydia. I have so much glue on my finger right now.
Sam, come on.
Excuse me. Okay, I think I'm done with it. Excuse me. Thank you, Heidi. That was actually kind of fun. And look how good it matches that. I still made it matchy-matchy. Okay, let me find my towel. I like to put my rag towel down so that the moisture that goes through as I'm drying gets picked up on the towel and doesn't just keep making the page wet. I have a tickle in my throat that's not going away. It's one of those tickles that wants to like feel like it's choking you, you know? This paper is so wet. Ow, hot. Yes, ma'am. And that was definitely an Explorer, wasn't it? I don't know what's going on down in this corner. Where's that? There it is. Looks like there's an excess of this stuff built up and it's just going all funky and I don't like it. And it could just be because that's vellum under there. And it wants to act funky with the vellum. Very true, Sparkle Pants. Very true. Thank you. Sometimes I need to have my own stuff thrown back in my face. Thanks, Julia. Hot, hot, hot. Okay, she's probably going to take a while to dry. So I'm going to move her out of the way and let her dry. And I think what I'm going to do for my letters, because I want to, oh my God, there is so much glue. Throw stuff if it makes me feel better. No, let's not throw stuff at me. Let's not do that. That'll probably break your phone. All right. I want to use some book page. Well, book page with a lot of words on it, though. I think I picked these out because they didn't have a lot of words. Maybe I'll have to use a couple of them, I guess, because I want a thicker one. How am I going to do this? Toss, not thrown. All right, toss them back at me. It's good. It's good. Aw, poor Zippy. I miss her. She doesn't come say hi very much anymore. I think I scared her away. Sorry, I'm picking at my fingers instead of doing what I'm supposed to be doing. All right. I want letters that are this color. But I also want to stamp. And if I stamp, my letters aren't going to be that color. So I think what I'm going to do is spray my page and get it the color I want, stamp with my embossing powder, and then emboss it with my clear embossing powder, and then that'll make it sparkly in this. Aw, thank you, Glitter. This one, to sum it up, yeah. Right? I should save that for the very end. Bye, Ellen. Thank you. Okay. So let's get some spray on this puppy. Spread it around, spread it around. Whew, making a mess. Okay, well, not what I intended to do, but that's what we're doing. Let's take another one and get some more on it. Oop, spitting on me. It is Distress Mica Spray. Cocktail Party. Sorry, that made it look like I was bleeding. That was kind of gross. It's a lovely, obnoxious pink. I love obnoxious pink. Oh, okay. Tell her I'm thinking about her. Yes, Anne is live at 5 on Sundays. 5 Eastern time on Sundays, which is 2 o'clock my time, which is when my alarm goes off, specifically so I can get up and watch Anne if I remember to get out of bed. All right. Love you, Zippy Zip. Hope you feel better. Spend some time making something. It'll get your mind off it. Scrapbooking kept my life. It is, isn't it, Anne? Scrapbooking kept my horrible, rotten life off of my mind when I was going through it. So, thank you, Anna Marit. Okay. Ooh. Aw, thank you, Debbie. It does, doesn't it? uh, okay. Where is my embossing stuff? I need to get me an embossing pad. I just have this. Do I have enough of this? Clear gloss. Okay, we do. Let's do clear sparkle. Let's sparkle it up. Okay. Got a little happy with the spray there. Okay. EXPLOREMYLIFE. Okay, I need a wipey. If y'all need to leave, it's perfectly fine. You don't have to hang out just because I'm hanging out. I don't want to keep you. Okay, X. Go in there. P. L. I guess I didn't need to spray 2 pages. I think I thought these letters were bigger than they are. Because we're going to barely take up part of one page, the top of one page. Can you guys hear that? Oop. Oh, I jacked that one up. Dang it. Okay, I think I need to put some heat on those. I don't know if those are going to stand out enough. I lost the bottom of my E. Not no more, no more. My L's didn't turn out very well either. Okay, we got plenty of paper and plenty of powder. Okay, that's better. O, let's do the O and the R. Well, we'll do the O and R together. I don't want to get too far ahead because then I won't be able to get the powder on it quick enough. Well, and then there's the possibility of just dropping it right into the stuff and doing it that way too. Whatever works for you. Whatever works for you. I don't know why my Timmy stamp didn't want to stay on there. I know there's embossing powder all over it. Thank you, Julia. No, Hubs' TV. I was just worried because there was some really bad words that were being said. And lots of shooting and screaming. So, yeah. If it was too loud and obnoxious, then I would tell him to turn it down. But if you can't hear what it's saying, then I'm okay. There was a series of F-bombs. Okay. Just your TV with the bad words. Where did my E go? Where'd my ego? Ego. Sorry, I thought that was funny. Okay, I have explore. I need to do my. I thought that was enough of a qualifier, but. Maybe they found my shoe and my body. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny, Michelle. Michelle Sparkle Pants. Okay. I know it's backwards. I'm cutting them out, remember? It's all good. Flags? Like the little you didn't win the war with your laptop? Flags in a digital kit would be I like little banner things, I think, possibly is what it's saying. It's your internet again, Di? When do you get to get your that thing? The extended router or whatever it is. Explore my, I already did L. I just need I and F, and then we are done with this. These stamps don't stick on here real well. Just to decorate your page. You can use them in clusters and stuff. Attach them to paper clips. All kinds of stuff. Oh no. But it was working before. Why would it all of a sudden not? Come out of there. Yeah, you could stamp words on them too. I never thought of that. So the extender didn't make a difference. Well, that's boogery. No, they can be patterned. I don't see a problem with that. Have you tried just like resetting your computer to factory settings and see if that works? Because it was working really, really well for a very long time, and then all of a sudden it took a dump, and it just keeps deciding whether it's going to dump or not. I'm probably going to hate myself for this because this is going to be a nightmare. You did reset it all the way to like factory settings? Okay. Now I have glitter everywhere. Like it's on my lap and everything. It's irritating. Okay, fussy cutting time. I didn't need this much pink paper. Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? All right, let's put the lid on the. Yay, you're everywhere. Oh, Skella. I left a message for the vet this morning, and of course it's not a medication they have there in stock. Has to be ordered from somewhere, but there's a place in Sacramento that you can get it from, but of course it's not anywhere close to me, so that means going and getting it from somewhere. So they had to order it. It's just one delay after another for the poor little kitty cat. And she's looking not healthy, and I don't like that. Look, I've got pink for another collage. Okay, there's my pea. I feel like that's going to get lost on that page now that I've done all that work. Oh yeah, that's not big and bold. I need big bold. Okay, that was a waste of time. I don't have any big stamps. I used to have some really good big letter stamps. I know what I'll do. It's hyperthyroidism. So I just need to get the medicine. I think what I'll do is I will type the words out on my computer and then print them on the back of this and then cut them out so that they're pink. And then I can emboss them with the embossing powder again to make them sparkly, because I like the idea of sparkly. And then I can put them on here bigger. I just, as long as I keep her eating, that's my main thing, keep her eating, which she's doing really good with that. I've been putting bacon grease in her food, and that makes her eat all of it. So instead of just walking away from it and going back later. So that'll help. And then, but I do need to do some research and figure out a better, diet for her that, because I'm not going to get their special food. I don't agree with that stuff. It's like I said last night, when I used the one for my diabetic cat, it spiked his sugar a lot higher. So yeah, I will. Yeah. Yeah, because if they're mirrored, then they'll print the right way. Yeah. So yeah. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna let y'all go. I need to go find some dinner and get all this glue off my hands so I'll stock. Oh, look how pretty my hands are. Yay me, they're pink. So if you want to see the rest of this, come hang out tonight. Because I'll finish this after we do our idea book stuff. I'll finish this up And then don't know what I'm going to work on after that because, well, I can work on some tags and stuff for my botanical journal. So, all right, my friends, I will catch you over at Juju's. And if I don't see you over there, maybe I will see you at my live at in about 2.5 hours. So I will see you. I will see you. If I don't see you, have a fantastic rest of your morning, afternoon, night, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. And thank you. Hey, Delise, thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. You don't have to be here, and you choose to be here, and I love that. Loves y'all. Bye. With my beautiful pink fingers. Hola, adios.